Ms. Shipra Davar, founder and CEO, Ipsy Clinic. A huge round of applause for ma'am, please.
Everyone, it's just a pleasure to be here representing our body of work. Ipsy Clinic is an online mental wellness provider, one of the most trusted mental wellness provider in India today. But before talking about Ipsy Clinic and what it does, I want to bring the focus on something which is within the healthcare but has been ignored for far too long and has been put under the wraps like no other disease. It's about mental health. Now, mental health issues are so ubiquitous. 1 out of every 5 people is going to have one or the other mental illness issue. That means, you know, in this table itself or in a congregation of 100 people, there will be about 20 people battling with one or the other stressors, one or the other mental health issues, one or the other issue in their families. Either it could be, you know, child-related behavioral issues, a senior parent who's just been retired and, you know, is battling loneliness, there are mild cognitive impairment and other issues, yet we choose to ignore it time and time again. Mental health has never taken the focus, and Ipsy Clinic was established with that focus. We wanted to bring mental health into the forefront, into an acceptance mode where people can actually safely find mental health solutions at the comfort of their own homes, at their own places, which are affordable, which are accessible, and which are acceptable, because that's the #1 challenge we face even in India, even elsewhere. With mental health issues, people are just not accepting that they could be actually, or their family member could be actually dealing with this issue. As a young child, one of my first encounters with, you know, what mental health was coming from a friend. So she said, have you gone mad, Shipra? I think you need to go to Agra, right? That sentence, a lot of us have heard about it, something similar to that in our own lives. Now that sentence in itself has the reason why, you know, there is such bias, there is such stigma that stops us from seeking mental health. The sentence that have you gone mad or why are you acting mad somewhere believes that the person is responsible himself or herself in inflicting mental illness. With other illnesses, we talk about, okay, the poor person is diabetes. You know, that person needs care and management. But with mental health, we never have that empathy. We make the blame lie with the person. And the second implicit bias in this sentence is that as soon as somebody has anything, depression, anxiety, he or she is under stress, going through marital discord, the only good place for him or her is Agra. You know, the mental health hospital. So basically there are no counselors, there's no psychiatric intervention. All you need to go is to take, you know, your mental hospital will be your safe haven. So that bias and the fact that there are 20% of us battling mental health issues, and we just have about 898 clinical psychologists in India, only 3,500 psychiatrists in India, that is 1 psychiatrist per 1 million population, wherein 2 lakhs will be battling any time with a psychiatric illness. So that scarcity at the supply side and the fact that we are so much in a denial at the demand side was exactly the reason why we found Ipsy Clinic 1.5 years ago. Ipsy Clinic is an online mental wellness service. It's an app-based service. It's a tele-service through which you can get access to the best psychiatric care, the best counseling care, the best psychological care anywhere at the comfort of your own home. So that's what we do. Why we chose technology as a platform also lies in part of the problem. The fact that we have such limited psychiatric care that all is concentrated within the city. So if we have to target a rural population or we have to target tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 towns, we can't establish other centers. We can't port these very minimum number of psychiatrists to those locations. So technology was an able solution through which we could transfer the care to the last point, to the last zone, to Assam, to Guwahati, you name it. From when we started, a year ago, we just had about 2 consultations a month. You know, we just had 2 consultations a month in the first month itself, the reason being, again, the stigma, again, there was denial. But now today, we've done about 72,000 e-counseling and e-psychiatric sessions at ePsyclinic in the last year, and all of these have been extremely successful, and this is completely retail client, people actually directly approaching us, either through social media or other places. How we have delivered quality is that within ePsyclinic, we always knew that we don't just want to be a technology portal having an assemblage of a video, audio, or chat technology that I'm sure like eClinicalWorks is doing. There are so many other providers which can supplant that. So how we come as specialist providers is by having online training tools on chat therapy, on video therapy, on call therapy, so that we ensure the patient outcome. One of the most important things for an online player in mental health is that we should be able to, when a person comes with depression, we should be able to solve their problem. So that was our focus. We delivered our focus of a positive health outcome, and that's what our mainstay has been. Facebook and a lot of people actually, each month they're sharing our posts, and they are becoming the channels who are actually taking that information further with them. Now, as far as our results are concerned, 99% of people who seek help from us, 99% of them report feeling better, and 80% of them are actually our champions. There is a lot of strong word of mouth. They immediately refer us to their families, to their friends, to people that they know, to the people who they see are battling with mental illness but do not have an outlet, do not have a space to go to. How basic psychology impacts a patient's movement in the value chain. So say, for instance, if it's a cancer patient and he or she is anxious, how the value chain within the mental health spectrum or within the physical health spectrum should cater to their needs, so that at the end of the process, their anxieties are not raked up, so that their treatment outcomes are better. And if they are going through oncology treatments, then those treatments actually do them the good that they have to do. This is just the beginning, because it's not about just ePsyclinic. That is why I kept the focus not on ePsyclinic, but on mental health, because we all know that how much this issue requires us all to join hands. Because what we are talking here about is a young boy who could have lost his or her life to suicide, but couldn't actually get that help. If we can all join our hands in making this a reality, that no life ever is taken because of the fact that there was no help, the fact that there are more people dying in suicides than car accidents, this is an alarming number, and we should all join hands in actually curbing this problem down. Thank you so much for your time, and we have a stall right there. So to talk about the technology and other aspects of it, I think we can all join you there and have a discussion. Thank you.
Thank you, Shipra. I request you to be at the stage only. I request Mr. George Kuruvilla, CMD of Basil, to please present a memento to Shipra for this presentation. And before breaking up for lunch, there is a 5 minutes address of Project Director of Norway India Partnership Initiative, Dr. Harish Kumar.